You know, from the onset, we've been consistent that we've always had our pink sheets, and we are in control of our numbers. And our internal collation of the pink sheets that we have, certified by the EC and the presiding officers, puts us ahead at 52.92%. And I remember I said that the NPP do not have their pink sheets. Honorable Patrick Obama doesn't have his pink sheets. So currently, as we've come here, you will see that we raised issues with about 31 polling stations. 31 polling stations. Now, all these popular polling stations, we've got all our pink sheets here. And so when the EC raises it, we realize that there's been swaps. They swapped whatever figure we got with Patrick Obama. So if I got 266, for instance, and he got 176, they gave him 266, and they gave him 177. But on the original pink sheet that we have a copy of, right? It's consistent with whatever numbers that we have that puts us ahead of Honorable Patrick Obama. So in this instance, when the EC takes a document that was made at the collation, where our agent had actually even raised and told them of the swaps, when they bring the same document, we say to them that no, this is our pink sheet. So in any case, if the NPP is minded to contest it, they should bring their pink sheets. So
are you saying that the correct pink sheet is what the NDC has, and that means
they don't even have a pink sheet. They don't have a pink sheet for any of the 31 polling stations that we are contesting. The EC doesn't have their own pink sheet. They have that of the collation. So we are now going back and forth regarding it. What they have is different from ours. And so what we looked at it, we told them, look at it very well. Our pink sheet is authentic, it's original. They looked at it, they've not invalidated it, except for us to go back and forth on the numbers. Yes, what the EC has is different from in such instance. We should compare. They don't have a pink sheet.
Thank you very much. All right, Bella, if you can hear me, we just heard from. So you want to talk? Okay. Hello, Shadrach. I just had one of the party agents for the NDC who is ready to speak. So I'm just crossing over to him now.
Okay. So first of all, the arrangements here. This is the Regional Collation Center. Originally, no constituency is supposed to do collation in this room. This is supposed to be where constituency already declared results for presidential are supposed to be collated for the presidential elections. But we have a unique scenario where Ablekuma North and Okakwe Central were not able to collate their results for the parliamentary and the presidential. And so we have had to bring them here. What we have done is that we have agreed with the regional director of elections that we can do the presidential collation excluding the Ablekuma North and Okakwe Central. And the reason being that they have not finished collating the presidential for those two constituencies, and they have issues with the parliamentary, which is breeding a lot of tensions. And so we have decided to put those ones on hold and go ahead with the regional declaration for all the other constituencies that have officially declared the presidential results. Whilst at it, the teams with the returning officer for the respective constituencies are sitting down to look at the various collations of their constituencies. Ablekuma North have not started with the parliamentary collation, but the interesting revelation we are seeing with Okakwe Central is what begs questions and what requires the attention of the public. What we have seen is that there are certain polling stations that the Electoral Commission is bringing out, which are inconsistent with the copies that was given to us. And it is becoming increasingly surprising because do not also have any pink sheet to show at all. And they are saying that they are relying on that from the Electoral Commission. And this is the catch. Before the process started, you would recall that we raised questions with the pink sheets. In cases where they had printed multiple pink sheets, and the pink sheets, they have put hard covers in the middle, such that if they throw the first part and they don't complete the second part, anybody can go and complete the second part and bring it as the original. And I'm sure we spoke about it on air repeatedly. What we are suspecting right now is that if indeed the preliminary assessment is correct and there is inconsistency in the pink sheets, the duplicates that we got, and the master copy, then it means that somebody has altered it somewhere, and we have to deal with it and deal with it severely. Whichever individual produced that pink sheet, the original, for the Electoral Commission, we have questions to answer. And so that's the point. No, now we are not requesting anything yet. We want complete the original collation, then now we come back to the table and now we assess the documents one after the other. Why their own is different, the MPP don't have anything.
Okay.
I think the NDC is misleading the people. What actually happened is this. The EC's figure, the figures that we have brought here, tallies with what the EC has. That's Okaikwe Central. And we had worked with them at the Collation Center at Ghana Telecom. We had worked on 139 police stations. It is 141 in total. So out of the 141, we did 139 police stations, which they did not challenge even one pink sheet there. They did not make any challenge. So we requested that they bring the other pink sheets that we had to the station. And when we asked one of our officers to bring it, as soon as he got to the center, he was beaten up mercilessly, and all the pink sheets that we hold were destroyed. All the pink sheets, they took it away. No, but we don't have it. They took everything away and destroyed, please. So this is what happened. That is how come they have gone to alter the document that they have. So now you can see the figures that we use to do our own collation in the offices tallies with what the EC has. The EC has the original, and the source, the primary document for declaring results is the EC's document.
Which people fought?
You have your own pin sheet that tallies that of the EC.
No. What?
Hey, hold on.
The NDC people beat our officers.
Look, the issue is very simple. The body mandated to collate and announce the results is the electoral commission. It doesn't matter whether MPP has a pin sheet or NDC does not have a pin sheet. Let the EC do its job. After they have done their job and declared the results, if a party is not satisfied, they can go to court. But how can you say that no, we will not allow the electoral commission to declare the results because MPP does not have a pin sheet? So what? Does the electoral commission need the MPP before the results can be declared?
They have the primary documents.
Come again. No, for that one, it's neither here nor there. Let the electoral commission do its work. Once it's done, we will know the margin. It's very simple. Why should we argue about this? There shouldn't be any argument. Unless you doubt that it's not the electoral commission supposed to declare the results. Is it MPP? Is it NDC? Let the electoral commission decide. If the electoral commission is making a point that it does not have the pin sheet or its collation form, then that's a different matter. But if they have it, let them go ahead and do the declaration. Why do you have to waste our time here?
The NDC are saying what they have on their pin sheet does not tally that of the EC.
No. How can that be? How can that be?
It's the electoral commission that gave you a copy. Right?
Of the pin
so at the end of the day, whether it tallies or not, electoral commission is the body mandated to declare.
The results.
It's simple.
Elections in the Greater Accra region. The following are the results. But as announced earlier, let me reiterate that these are without Abdulmanov and Domi Padenya. So the results are as follows. Mahamud Baumia, 681,535. Daniel Augustus Latte Jr., 758. Christian Kwabena Andrews, 1,773. Mr. Kofi Apalu also obtained 401 votes. Then for Mohammed Frimpong, he also obtained 223 votes. Nana Akosia Frimpong Ma, 2,975. John Dramani Mahama, 1,260,832. Hassan Abdullahi Ayariga, 2,102. Kofi Korantin also had 290 votes. And then George Chumberuma Edu, 271. Nana Kwame Bediaku also obtained 19,630. And then Alan John Kwajochiremantin, 6,289. So the total valid votes for Greater Accra is 1,977,079. Total rejected ballots 22,709. And then total votes cast is 1,999,786. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you.
All right, so we just heard from the EC officials declaring the results for the presidential results, and so far the NDC presidential candidate in the person of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is in a comfortable lead with over 1 million. So we can see the MPP presidential candidate for the Dome Kwabena here, Mr. Michael Pay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
There has been a lot of inconsistencies and issues.
Wait, some of them.
You want to hear from you. You are live actually. So
Very good, okay.
So we want to hear from you. As these are happening, are you confident that we are winning this?
Yes, we're very confident. We're here to follow the process. We were invited here by the EC because they realized that there were a lot of anomalies. Look, first of all, apart from the fact that we were attacked and our pin sheets taken, when the EC were bringing in further documents for verification or dispute resolution, thugs from the NDC pounced on them, seized government state materials and burnt them right at the EC Collation Center. After that, the idea was, let's continue the process. Whatever pink sheets from ours have been missing at the end, which was 7, will be looked at, and then the EC's burnt ones too will be looked at. So the process was ongoing. The people outside say because Dr. Baumia has conceded, NDC has won, so they should stop the counting. Lo and behold, I don't know how they overpowered the police. 300 of them came in there, started slapping my agents. In fact, beating some of the NDC agents as well, beat the EC officers. The police ran for their lives. They scattered the whole room. So the collation was suspended. Now, upon suspension of the collation, somehow, around 10 o'clock, we saw on TV that something of a semblance of activity was going on in Dome Kwabena. So we called the requisite authorities. And you can ask the deputy returning officer. They say they are being threatened because, you know, when the fight happened where they came to beat people up, the head of EC in the district, you can talk to him. His name was Kofi Annan. His name is Kofi Annan. He said his life was in danger. His car windscreen smashed, so he ran into the bush. But he had told us upstairs that they will move everything to the region for safety. So we were waiting for information. No one called me. They didn't call the constituency chairman. They didn't call our secretary, who's the representative. Nobody. And they went on to do the collation just with the EC. That is not acceptable because our agent must be invited once they are regrouped. And after the collation, then they went ahead to announce what they alone had sat there and done. And we know that such a thing definitely has to be declared null and void. It is unacceptable. The EC then said that they themselves recognize that it is a flaw because the district head was not even there to supervise the process. And yet they managed to collate with just NDC and declare a result without us there.
But you earlier mentioned that some of your pink sheets and even the ballot papers were bent.
Not just ours, and the EC's. So we have to find a way to reconcile all of that before you can declare.
So is that reconciliation going to be done here?
That is why we're invited here today. The EC met with the NDC team. We were all in the room, and then all of a sudden, the NDC said they received a phone call that as for the parliamentary, they won't do reconciliation, they won't do recollation, and that they've been declared, so they won. That is against the rules because the whole process in itself was flawed. And what happened that night, in the dark of the night, when nobody's safety was guaranteed, is totally wrong. And I'm surprised that now the NDC themselves are afraid to come forward for the collation to be done properly. This is the situation here at the moment.
So what are you going to do now? So you are waiting?
Yeah, we have had a chat with the EC. As he said, we're waiting for the EC, and we'll make a decision as a party later. That one is beyond me.
Thank you so much. We just spoke with the NPP parliamentary candidate of Dome Kwabena in the person of Michael Kwe Jr. We would like to draw now the EC official to find out how far things are faring. Hello, ma'am. Good. Please, you are live. So we just want to know so far. You just mentioned that of presidential results. We want to know that of the parliamentary. Are you yet to mention them?
No, the parliamentary, we all made announcement of the presidential results. But the parliamentary elections were announced at the constituency level.
So you're not mentioning the parliamentary?
No, yes, that one has been announced, declared at the constituency.
So we just spoke with the NPP parliamentary candidate for Dome Kwabena, and from him, he said there are anomalies with the results that were mentioned at the constituency level at Dome Kwabena. So they have been called by the EC so that you see how you can tabulate and put things together. What do you say to that?
Oh, in fact, we asked them. In fact, yesterday there was an issue, so we asked them to come with their results, the statement of polls, so that we'll compare it with what we have, the two parties, that the NDC and the NPP, to compare the result. But it looks as if they are not prepared. One party is not prepared, so we want to hold on for some time. We will handle that one issue.
Which party is not prepared?
The NDC is not prepared. Yes, according to them, the results has been declared already. So, we cannot compare results.
So what happens then?
What happens then? You'll give us some time. The commission will take a decision on it.
All right, thank you so much. I just spoke with one of the EC officials, the regional director, who just declared the results for the presidential. And from her, especially regarding Dome Kwabena, after we spoke with the NPP parliamentary candidate for Dome Kwabena in the person of Michael Kwe, they know that there are some anomalies with the results that have been brought to the regional office of the EC to be added to the Greater Accra results, and finally to the national. And from the EC, they would have to make a decision, since the NDC are not ready to come, for them to sit and judge or to have a final result to be sent. And so from the regional officer of the EC, she said they would take a decision, but they are waiting for some time to have the NDC's reps here for them to come together, sit together, and get things in good shape. So that is what is happening here right now. And they are still collating, they are still putting things together. The place is a bit rugged, but the police is here to ensure that everything is in order. Earlier on, there were a lot of party faithfuls, both NPP and NDC, who were outside the office and they wanted to come in. But because we had the police, they had to control the issue, and finally they got everything settled. I'm trying to see if I can speak with any other person that is around. Okay. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Please, you're live. We just want to have a brief interview with you, like your observations so far, how things are going. You've been here for some time, at least more than 30 minutes, and you have seen what has transpired. So we just want to hear from your perspective how you think things are holding up right now.
What I've observed so far, I think if the police can get everybody here and allow the EC to reconcile whatever documents which is original to them, to what the political parties are saying. If there should be any discrepancy, I think we should all be relying on the records of the EC and not what the political parties are saying. If the understanding is allowed to work, I think there won't be any problem.
Thank you very much.
The electoral rules are simple. The EC has the primary documents.